Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I know I have been away for a hot minute, but I am so glad to be back after so long. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that even though I haven't been uploading, I have been creating like some really fire looks as far as I am concerned. And I found that I enjoy the process a bit more, when I'm chilling back and listening to some music and not putting too much pressure on myself. So that's what I'm going to do today. So sit back, relax. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. I'm not even sure what I'm going to be doing during this video, but I really wanted to give you guys like an update as to what has been going on. Some new makeup that I've tried. I know the last time that we had chatted, I would have gotten some new stuff, and I know I had promised that I would show you guys the stuff that I got and how much I like them, and I've been using a lot of them and liking a lot of them. So we're going to be doing that in this video. So sit back, relax, get a snack. Hopefully this video won't be too long, and let's just enjoy some. So I'm just going to jump straight into the makeup and try to do my makeup and talk. I ain't sure how that's going to go, but we're going to try, trying is half the battle. So I am using to do my brows this Milani Easy Brow in the shade Dark Brown number 2. Now this was one of the stuff that I would have gotten in my last makeup package, and I must say this has been my favorite brow product since then. It's very soft and easy to apply. It doesn't really have any friction, and it lasts really long. There's not too much smudging or anything like that. So I'm just gonna draw my brows like so, and then I'm gonna clean it up. Okay, so to clean up my brows, I'm using my LA Girl Pro Concealers, which they are my favorite, in beautiful bronze for over the brows, which is closer to my complexion, and toffee for under the brow, just to give it that chiseled look. And I found that rather than using the bristles itself, a handy dandy flat brush is perfect. So what have you guys been up to? I know it has been so long, and I felt like my channel was suffering as a result of not me being around, which is an obvious effect, but I've been really active on Instagram lately. I have been doing my little looks and posting it, uploading them, as well as I have been doing a lot of baking recently. If you guys know me, you know that I really love to bake, and I recently did a baking class that I really enjoyed, and I learned to do like basic breads as well as international breads, different types of cakes and pastries. But I am really loving the cakes. I think I'm mastering the cakes, and I've been posting a lot of my little creations on my Instagram, and if you're not onto my Instagram, I will put it below, or I will put it somewhere up on the screen. So y'all need to follow me on Instagram as well and see what's going on in my life. I mean, a little boring, but it's nice to keep up to date in what's going on, as well as you guys, I would love to follow you all back and see what's going on with y'all. Let's socialize, let's get social, let's bond. So that's what I have been doing a lot of lately, as well as it is summer vacation, even though we don't got no summer in Trinidad, just dry season and rainy season. But for all the parents and teachers, is the August-July vacation, which means that for teachers it's fabulous. You have 2 months off with pay. For parents though, with kids and stay-at-home mom, I feel like I'm working overtime, but I must say honestly, I'm really happy to have them home. I actually rather them home more than out, because I get to spend a lot more time with them, which over the years I never really got the opportunity to do. So I'm enjoying it. It's just that my older son is going up in standard 4, which means SEA for the Trini folk. SEA is soon approaching, so we have been doing a lot of revision work. So that's what my summer vacation has been looking like. And my younger son, who will be going up in standard 3, we starting the ball rolling. So I think my brows are looking as fleeky as I'm gonna get them to look today. So I'm just going to smooth out the concealer so it doesn't look too cakey, and then I am going to set. What I like to do as well, which I have seen a lot of people do, so it's not my thing, is you just use the concealer just to smoothen out this, smoothen out the inside, just where the unibrow forms. And then when you go back over with it when you're doing your foundation, just to make sure that it's not looking too out there now. As well as I put the concealer over my lids, because I don't really use eyeshadow primer. So this will help the eyeshadow to stick. I'm just setting it with a little bit of setting powder, using my Sacha Buttercup. And again, that's just to make sure that it doesn't crease, or that the eyeshadow itself doesn't crease too much. For my fellow makeup enthusiasts and beauty YouTubers in the Caribbean, I'm not sure if this is true, the Caribbean, what you guys think about the new Sacha promotion that they have in the competition? I think it could win up to 100,000 in prizes. I mean, that is sounding very, very interesting. My only concern with it though is that I'm not sure if they're looking for like extremely professional quality videos, because I ain't doing that. Or if it is they're looking for more amateur. And if you guys do it, let me know in the comments, and let me see your Instagram or your wherever it is you're uploading it, because I would love to see what you guys would have filmed. I've seen a few of them and they look very good. I'm not gonna lie, they look very good, but they look more on the amateurish side, which is what I would do if I have to film. But you know, I'm interested in seeing what you guys have to put out there. Who knows, I may even think about doing it myself. At the moment, I don't think I have I don't want to say the skill, but the tools. But let me know what you guys are doing, and let me give you all some likes and hype you guys up a little bit, because at the end of the day, everybody needs to support everybody else. That's how we progress as, I don't want to say a people, but that's how we progress as women and society. You know, rather than bring people down, we should focus on, you know, building each other up. You know, food for thought. So as always, I never know what type of eye look I want, but I think I'm gonna do something simple today, more beginner friendly. And of course, I'm using my dessert palette from Carissa Channing. Something colorful yet simple. So I think I am going to basically use this yellow and this orange to do my eyes. I will go from there and see what's happened. Do you think I think I'm going to put a little more concealer to prime my eyes, because I want it to look very, very bright. So I think I'm going to use this white pro concealer. This is in the color Flat White character. So I'm going to use this and prime over my eyes so the colors will pop a little more. And then I am going to apply the eyeshadow, and we will see where it goes from there. And always remember to go back in with the color that you previously used, because you would obviously use some color with the brush when you're brushing the other shades, as well as to make sure that the transition looks very smooth. So I'm just going back in with the yellow, just where the yellow and the orange would have met. So I don't think I'm going to do a wing, because it might look a bit too much well, too similar to a look that I would have previously done. It was the same orange look, but it was using two totally different palettes. And that one was a more of a shimmery something. So I think I will just do liner but not a wing, and I always use the Pretty Vulgar Pot gel liner. It's very black. It's in the color Blacklist. It's very black and very smooth. Kind of messy, but you get the results that you're looking for. So I'm going to just do a basic liner, no wing, and I'll be right back. Alright, so that's that. So before I put on foundation, I'm going to prime using the e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Face Primer in Brightening Lavender. I'm gonna tell you something. I have used this a couple of times and I really don't know what to look for. I don't know if it's working, if it's doing what it said doing, because I don't really know. But it feels nice on the skin, and the foundation does stay longer than if I didn't have any primer on my face. So it might be working for foundation. I'm using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in Mocha and mixing in a little of this Black Opal in Ebony just to get the correct shade that will suit my complexion, because even though I use this on its own, I think that it has a kind of orangish undertone, and usually when I mix it with this dark one, it usually balances off a bit more. It's still probably not the perfect shade, but the balance is a bit better than if I use it on its own. Even if you look at the color on the screen, you're still seeing a kind of orangish look, but you're seeing that more on the screen. In real, it doesn't really look that orange. And I am blending it out with my Sasha sponge, and let me tell you guys, this sponge is amazing. It is extremely soft and bouncy, and it's just $30 something, I think. Yeah. It ain't all that expensive. For concealer, I am using the same Pro Filter in Taffy, and I really don't use as much as concealer as I used to. And I find I still get a good effect. So like before, I would use it all day and all over day and all of that. I don't really use as much, although if I'm going out, I just might, but I don't think it's always necessary to use all that concealer. And again, you just put the concealer on the parts of your face that you want highlighted. So under your eyes, your nose, just this little piece of forehead. Yes, I know I have a lot of forehead, so just this little piece of forehead. Otherwise, it will make it look even bigger, and around your mouth, where a lot of, especially dark people, have a little discoloration. And I know a lot of people, they pull it down on the side here. And sometimes I do it too, just to give the chiseled look and to kind of make your little fatty face don't look as fat. But usually what I do, from this amount that I put here, whatever remains on the sponge, I would just bring it down, just a little swoop, just to give the little highlighted look. And when I'm buffing out my concealer, you see, especially where it's supposed to blend, I use the same part of the sponge that I would have used my foundation on, and I kind of go over to make sure that the edges are smoother and the transition is a bit better. So for setting, I usually use either my Buttercup, which is my go-to most cases, the Pretty Vulgar, but I use the Pretty Vulgar more for all over my face because it's a translucent powder, so it doesn't really have a color. So instead of setting over my face with the Buttercup, I use this. But this is a gorgeous formula. It's very nice and fine, and it gives a good finish. But what I've been trying to use is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter in Nutmeg. Now this shade, even though the formula is amazing, I think that this shade is not my shade. So I'm always left with not knowing where to put it, because if I put it on my entire face, see that it has a little bit of color, it gives it a kind of white effect. And if I use it underneath here, it's very close to my complexion, and so it wouldn't give it the nice highlighted look that I would want. So what I do is sometimes mix this with the Buttercup if I am going to set all over my face with it, or I just use it on clients or whoever complexion it might fit. So for today, I will be using the Buttercup in the areas that I want highlighted, and all over the face I'll be using the Pretty Vulgar. And when I apply the setting powder, I would use my same dampish beauty blender, although this is not as damp as I would want it, and you're just kind of pressing it in to the area. And no, I don't bake, I just really press it in, and it usually just stays for the duration of the times that it takes for me to set my entire face. And then I would use the Pretty Vulgar on a brush just to sweep it away from all the places that I would have put it. And if you're wondering, I don't really contour that much because I don't think I have the hang of it right now. I think I still need to work on it. So if I'm practicing, yeah, I might do it, but I don't always do it. Instead, what I might do is use like a darker powder, a bronzer, and I will just warm up the areas a little bit. Okay, so to finish off my eyes, I am going to go on my waterline with this Kiss Professional Luxury Lip Liner in purple, just to give the look a bit more fire, you know. So I'm gonna pop this in my waterline really quickly. And you see it already changing the whole effect of the look. I mean, sometimes all you need is really a pop of color in your waterliner. And usually I go for probably like a blue or green. But this purple is really pretty as well. And I'm going to go back in my Krista Channing palette and use this shade here. Just to kind of, oh Lord. That's the only thing I don't like about this palette too much. It has a lot of fallout, but we will fix that. And I'm just going under the eye. So guys, I've been searching for my lash glue for like a whole 20 minutes now, and it is nowhere in sight. I don't know if the owner take it, if we get up and walk out, or if I probably tried it and it been my accident, I don't know. So to make my lashes pop as much as I wanted it to, I'm gonna go in with this Superhero mascara. Now this is my go-to mascara for really dramatic natural lashes. Although since I've started to wear lashes, I kind of feel it don't look dramatic if I'm not wearing lashes, but can't do much about that right now, so I'll just go in with this just to double on the mascara that I would have previously used, which would have been the Wanda Beauty Unlashed. Yeah. So I'll just go in with this just to double over the mascara from before, just to give the lashes a more defined look, and then we'll finish up with the face. So for highlighter and blush, I am using the Desert Rose Note Blush number 5, which is my favorite blush. It has a nice peachy natural tone. And for my highlighter, I'm using the Fenty Beauty in Hustler Baby. Again, this is my favorite. It's extremely gorgeous. So I'm going to use these two just to finish up, then we'll do the lips. A trick that I use, so if I think I put on too much highlighter, I use the same beauty blender, well, same beauty sponge, because I ain't got no coins so no beauty blender. The same beauty sponge, which of course is the Sasha, that has a little bit of foundation on it, and I just pass it over, and it kind of dumbs it down a little bit. And for the lips, I am using this Island Beauty Cosmetics in Tamarind and the Sasha Intense Velvet Matte in I don't know what color because it has no sticker on it. So Island, these two are local brands. This one is internationally known. This one I think is just Caribbean, well known and distributed. It's a beautiful dark shade. My only concern with it is that it is very, very dry. So I'm just gonna pop the orange in the center and kind of mix it in. Now this is an extremely vibrant orange, yeah? And this is the effect that I wanted. So guys, this is the end result. I mean, the lashes would have really made this look pop, but gotta invest in some glue. So let me know what you guys like the most about this look. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. Let me know if you guys like this sort of longer type video with more explaining, or if it is, you know, what I think I want to do is kind of do like a mix. Sometimes I do like the 1 minute videos, sometimes I do the longer ones where I explain what I'm doing, and see which one I get the better response from. But you know me, I'm not really that much of a talker. Excuse me, I just kind of really feeling this look. Yes, I'm not much of a talker, but if that's what you guys want, I will make the effort to explain more. That's it for this video. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't. If you have remained to this long in the video, you need to hit the subscribe button if you didn't before. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I will put the information somewhere on the bottom, as well as on Facebook, where I upload all my photos and all my videos. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.